As thieves believe they can just walk out with thousands of dollars of power tools from Home Depot, they somehow forgot this isn't a store that sells fancy purses and jewelry. Home Depot exclusively caters to blue-collar, working-class men that apparently caught and hog-tied someone allegedly trying to steal. And surprisingly, the Instagram replies loved it, correctly assessing that paying customers end up subsidizing the theft, and acknowledging that even when arrested, they are seldom punished correctly. So no wonder places like CVS in New York City can report the same individual casually stealing bags of merchandise up to 4 times in a day. But places like Home Depot have a common theme of vigilantes willing to rush in to get involved.
Get out of here! I'm going! Get the you ain't taking nothing! The rest of us pay the that we pay because of you scumbag!
Because at the risk of sounding like the Joker, sometimes it's not about actually fixing the problem, sometimes it's just about sending a message, where if the wealthy elites want to vote for policies that greenlight the looting of stores that sell fancy purses, so be it. But that unemployed behavior isn't going to be tolerated at the store that has the highest concentration of employed people. Because as with the ridiculously priced Yves Saint Laurent store, with their robbery a week ago, where over $300,000 of merchandise was stolen, ABC7 reported that one of the thieves has now been arrested, but Street People of Los Angeles actually found their inmate records, where they were arrested on the 17th, but then were just released on the same day with just a citation. So when criminals assess how to best make money, do they go to a place that has a mob of men in cargo shorts and work boots that will tie you up like a Thanksgiving turkey, or would they prefer a place that lets them walk out the door with several $100,000s of goods where they might get a ticket after? As the new mayor in Los Angeles, Karen Bass, doesn't seem to know how terribly crime is being prosecuted in the city.
Are you confident that DA George Gascon will prosecute these people to the full extent of the law?
I have not talked to the DA, but I don't have any reason to think that he wouldn't.
And California Governor Gavin Newsom seems more concerned with not offending gang members.
These are organized gangs of people that are coming out, and forgive me for saying gangs. I know that's not a pejorative. They're organized groups of folks.
And I always love it when the left drops the new nomenclature for the useless people of society. Organized groups of folks is trying to be politically correct, but sometimes they make it worse, like when the New York Post reclassified them as brutes. That's why I call it unemployed behavior, as that can be anybody, regardless of history, color, or anything really, because not all unemployed people spend all their time figuring out ways to ransack stores on weekday afternoons with 50 of their masked friends. But only unemployed people would have that amount of free time or even lack the empathy for the working man to do such a thing. But back to Newsom, acting like he's actually doing something about the rampant crime in the state by tripling resources. It sounds a lot like when he set out to tackle organized retail theft over 2 years ago. Because they can sign all the bills they want, increase state police spending by record amounts, it won't do a single thing if they simply won't punish anybody for their crimes. And this is a long-term goal for California Democrats, as they will continue to close prisons well into the future. So at what point in time are these politicians technically accomplices to these organized groups of brutes? They have awareness of the criminal acts, they encourage the thieves by removing consequences, and the only thing I don't see is physical participation. But in the liberal world that says silence is violence, I think we should start talking RICO charges. So as stores find new ways to protect their merchandise by spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on anti-theft measures, do people really think that criminals will see this and think, oh man, I guess it's time for me to update my resume and sign up for LinkedIn? No, they're just going to pay their bills by robbing people that don't have money for 24/7 private security, and people that don't have the capability to protect themselves in the streets. Because I cover all these stories as an able-bodied adult male, and even in Los Angeles, I keep my home well protected. But the same doesn't go for my grandmother, my little sister, or anybody that criminals can see as an easy opportunity to make money. Because it's very bizarre to me that the people that want law and order always seem to be the Home Depot types, while the people that want to close prisons and decriminalize theft are either the rich elites that can distance themselves from lawlessness, or they're delusional supporters that somehow think that protecting criminals doesn't also mean sacrificing victims. So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on what's really going on in the world, hopefully I've earned your subscription, then go check out the video on how some store owners are getting fed up and are opening up the petty theft to piñata pipeline.